Life and lifestyle. Time for another market recap for today, September the 29th. Today was round 47. Had a few good trades, a few bad trades. I'm going to go over that for today. First thing first, you would like to learn from who I learned from. Get the stock market playlist, 30 resources for $30. Cop the merch, got hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. And I ain't posted there in a minute. Still rocking with this Native American music. I'm gonna be rocking with this all week, like I said. So today's market was, it was okay. The market was rebounding from the fall of yesterday because of Jerome Powell and Janet Yellen had a conference with Congress. And as anyone that watches the financial market knows, whenever Jerome and Janet are involved with speaking, the market's going to go down more than likely. And so that's kind of what happened yesterday. So today was a reversal. You know, everyone's like, well, we heard what they said, we calmed down, so let's put some money back into the market. So a lot of things started to come back up. So today I took 4 trades. 2 of them I got in a little early. Actually, 3 of them I got into too early. And one of them I played perfectly, but I got a little greedy and missed out on a little top end. But I still did better than what I should have, so I can't necessarily be mad at that trade. But I should have still played it smarter than I did. So we're going to start from the bottom up. Trade number 1, American Airlines. American Airlines, this was one of my, I think it was a hammer reversal to the downside. So I was looking for a put. So I took a put on American Airlines in between these 2 price levels. I took a, what was it? I took a $20 put between 21.47 and 21.29 to the downside. I might have got in around the second entry point because it was so close. And American Airlines didn't do much. And it reversed. It went down a bit, but I don't think I caught it here. I think I might have caught it here. I was waiting for it to reload, and it didn't. Well, it did, but I did it at the wrong time. So it bounced back up, and I got stopped out right here at 21.40. I cut it for a $3 loss for 13%, which I felt good about because it then went up to as high as 21.58, which would have been like a 50% loss almost. So I did catch the loss in time. But I will say I was a little early. I should have waited till 11. Then I could have caught the top. Let me see the when the ORB kicked in. Right here. Okay, so the ORB didn't kick in until 10 o'clock, but it was already there, so no, I just didn't play that right. And this was a $20 put. That put is now $24. So this was just bad timing. I got in at a bad price. Had I got in up here, let me put in the circle thing. Had I got in up here, I could have got it for 17, 18 bucks. And then I could have rolled it back down to 24, which would have been, what's that, 30%, yeah. So if I would have waited, caught it at this bounce, or even around here, around this whole zone, if I would have just caught it here instead of catching it around here, I could have got it for, 18, 19, and then rolled it down to 24, which would have given me at least a 20%. But I'm not going to do any more of these trades as much these bouncers, because I still need to learn how they work better. But if there's momentum going towards them, I'll go for it, because they only play one side. So trade number 2, CLF. CLF is a steel company connected to the steel prices, which is an industrial play. Just like US Steel, which is X, which is another trade I took. So CLF, I was looking for CLF to the downside, and I got in around here. I got in around here to the downside at the second or third entry point. And it just wasn't trading in my favor. So I started to pull back. There's another trade I got into a little too early. And this was a $19 put. And I got that put for $43. I got in around here, pulled back, stopped me out right here for $39. So I lost $4 for a 9% loss. And this trade, I can't necessarily be mad at this trade because the volatility wasn't in my favor. It would have been more beneficial to catch it up here at the top. But of course, that wasn't my trigger. My trigger was down here at 2032. So I got in, within 20 cents of my trigger, but I guess it was too late. So it bounced back up, stopped me out here. It wasn't an official stop out. I could have held it, but I just let it sit. Because it was at 44, which was my stop, but it looked like it was going to come back down, which it did. So I maybe could have just held it for a second. But I was like, hey, I'm wrong. I'm done. Let me get out. So it stopped me out. And then it proceeded to fall down here. And I think it went as high as 45, 46. So it was just a bad entry point altogether. So going forward, if it's blown through a couple of my entries, I can't chase it anymore. Or at least I should be more cautious with chasing it just because there's not much more for it to go. Because the next stop is way down here at 19. So it had to fall a whole dollar after it's fallen almost $1. So it doesn't move that fast. So that was just a bad entry point. And this trade right now is 44. So if I would have got in a little cheaper, 42.40 maybe, I'd probably still be holding this. And it would be up about 10% for a swing up to tomorrow. So that trade. X, US Steel. US Steel was trade number 3. Now this trade, I'm not necessarily... This one I truly think I just picked a bad entry. I picked the worst entry, perhaps. And this is the one that actually did something. I took a $20.50 put. Right here at 48. Matter of fact, no, I think I got it around here. I got into this one a little bit later because I was waiting to see if anything was loading back up. So I think I might have got in around this part a little bit later. After CLF died, I said, well, X is the other one to try. I was thinking of re-entering either one of those because they did look like they were about to die. And I was like, you know what? CLF is not the one, so let me try X. So I went for X. And I got into X at 48 bucks. Around here, I think. It went down, it went to like 50, I think. Which is like 1 or 2%. And then it pulled back and cut me out around here for a $5 loss. So that's 10%. So that's three losses right there. So far I've lost 12 bucks on the day. Or if I played it the way I want to, that would be 9. It'll be 18 if I played it the way I'm going to start playing it. So I'm going to start tracking that too. I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. But X, I just got in at I guess I cut it a little early because it only went as high as 22.17, so it didn't go that high. No wait, this is the one I had to stop at 44 and it didn't register. So then it just went up there and then it came back. Now with X, CLF, and AAL, these are the ones where a 10% pullback would have been a smarter play. It would have been smarter to play these with a pullback in mind. And maybe I'll do that going forward. With trades that I'm not 100% sure on, I just get in with the pullback in mind so that I wait for it to come get me. So it could have got me up here at 43, 44, and then it would have brought me with it all the way down to, I think it hit 52 again, 52, 53. Matter of fact, I could watch. Let me see. What did this trade hit? Let's give that a minute while it loads up. What time we at? Oh yeah, I'm almost done. Okay, while that's loading up, last trade of the day, Kroger. Kroger has some good news about, oh, here we go. 27. So we're from 32 to 56. And this is X. So yeah. So that was around here. Let me see, 43. 48. It's 48. 43. So it went from 43 to 56. Yeah, that's like 20-25%. So yeah, I just got in at a bad time with that. And Kroger, like I said, Kroger. Damn it. Kroger, I took a $42 call right in the open, right around here, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. It was pretty early on with Kroger, because it was pulling back. I got it for 25 bucks. So it had pulled back to 24, 25 around here. Matter of fact, no, I think I got in around here. Right after that pullback. Yeah. Because I saw it ran up and pulled back down, and I got in as it came back up. I got in the $40 call for 25 bucks and just rode it all the way up. Trade work went beautifully. 30% around here. I was like, let's see what else we got. Went up here. It hit 50% around this part. So after this is just free money after this point. So it went up some more. It went as high as 92%. But I wanted that 50. I was like, it's so close. Let me sell it at 50. Let me get that $2. And it didn't do it. It just went to 48 and it came down. It went all the way back down to like 37 for a second. But I sold it right here for 41. I should have sold it for 45 to get 20 bucks. But I was like, the lowest I'll sell it for is 40 because that's 50%. Actually, no, 50% was 38. So 40 is 60%. So the lowest I was going to sell it for was 40. So I could lock in a 60%. That's the only reason I let it run, because I was like, well, I'm already up over my goal. And normally I would have cut it at 38 and been happy with 38. So anything over this is gravy. So I could still sell it for 38 and be happy. So let me let it run. Now my issue was letting it run too high. I should have just cut it right here. To take that 48 and been done with it. But I let it pull back. So I sold it 64% profit from 25 to 41 for 16 bucks. So I lost 4, I lost 3, I lost 5. That's 12. Then I won 16. So I'm up. I'm green on the day. And had I played this with my new sizing, this would have been 4, 6, and 5. So that would have been 15 loss and then 32 won. So I still would have been up playing it with my new sizing. So Kroger was the trade of the day. The only thing I could have done better was take profit higher up around here. But as you see, after I took profit at 60%, it pulled back and then went on to hit 110%. So I wasn't wrong. I just wasn't patient because I was like, hey, it's moved enough. Let me just take what I got. So that was that. Oh, one more trade. I forgot. Carnival Cruise Line. This would have been my final trade today, but I didn't take it. I was looking at Carnival Cruise Line in the morning, but it had died early on. And here is the brown information to the bottom, and it bounced off of it and moved up. And so a lot of trades, this one, I was also looking at plug. So my 6 trades were plug, CCL, CLF, Kroger, X, and American Airlines. But there was one more. It wasn't American Airlines, it was something else, but I replaced it. So I was looking at CCL to the downside. It bounced up, and it looked like it was reloading right here. As you see, this is the M formation. M stands for murder. So if it bounces once, it bounces again, then you should know around there that you could probably get in. So this is what I did. I've done this before. I've done a virtual trade. So I marked this line for had I took the trade, what would happen? Going forward, if I haven't, the only reason I didn't take this trade is because I didn't want to break even on the day. That's the only reason. I had already lost 12 and 116, so I'm up 4. This would have been a $4 risk. I didn't feel like breaking even 2 days in a row, especially after my horrible performance from yesterday. With I think it was Verizon I played that I didn't play right yesterday. So I just didn't take the trade, but I should have, because the trade right here at $25 put was 42 cents. You could have got it for 40 to 42. And it just went on down. It hit right here for 51 for 20%. Bounced up a bit back to like 40. I'm gonna say it was back up to 15%. And then it came on down, hit the Bryant formation, bounced up and down the Bryant formation for a second, and it finally broke it. And it closed beneath the Bryant formation. So now the Bryant formation is now a resistance point. So this could be 100, 200% of tomorrow. I don't know. So this went from 42 to 58. So that's another 38%. 30% would have been 55. I probably would have took it at 55. So I would have been up $17 instead of 4 had I took that trade. But you don't know that when you do it, so I can't be mad at that. But that's the only other trade I should have took today. So what did I do right today? I played Kroger beautifully. I cut. I let my trades cut early. I didn't let nothing cut me too hard. I probably could have cut American Airlines a little bit sooner to save my percentage to 10 or less, and I could have got into X, CLF, and American Airlines a little bit later. I could have waited for the load up. Shouldn't have been so hasty on those. So what I can do better is just be a little more patient, wait for more of a confirmation to get in, because Kroger was a dream, and also to change my trading size. So I have a new trading criteria addition. As you know, I've been altering my trading criteria little by little. So my new criteria, as you can see it, make sure this is on. Yeah. Is if it's between $40 and $60 a contract, only take 1. If it's $24 to $33 a contract, I can take 2. And if it's $16 to $23 a contract, I can take 3. Actually, I'm gonna make that 22. So I'm gonna say $16 to $22 a contract, I can take 3. And my reasoning behind this is my risk is between $4 to $6 a trade. So with my strategy being a 10% risk with a 30 to 50% profit margin, I need to make sure my wins and my losses don't cancel each other out. By that I mean, if I win, let's say I go 30% on the $20 trade, then I go 10% on a $60 trade, that's a cancel out. But if I had put 3 contracts on the $20 trade, so then I went 30% on 320, so I make $18, and then I lose 6 on the other one, that doesn't cancel out. So the whole point of keeping the same size, which is something a lot of stock people preach about, the reason you keep the same size is that your wins will beat your losses strictly by percentages. If you're winning 3 to 5 times as much as you lose from a percentage point, you just have to win once every 3 to 5 losses and you get your face back. So going forward, I will do that. I will take a larger size on the contracts. Maximum stop loss of a day is between $15 and $20. And my goal for profit on a day is between 45 and 100. So yeah, between $40 and $100 a day profit margin, between $15 and $20 a day risk. No more than 3 losses. If I lose 3 trades, I'm done. If I don't lose any trades and I keep winning, I just trade until I feel like I'm done. But I'm usually done by 12 anyway, so I usually don't take more than 4 or 5 trades at a time. I'm monitoring no more than 6 to 9 trades at a time. So if I just trade half, that's just 3. So I shoot for about 3 trades a day, which is half of my watch list, 3 to 4 trades a day. So that's my new criteria I will be going forward with. And we'll see how it goes tomorrow. So far, this has been a green week. This is my first green week in a while. I did 31 and 4, so I'm up 35 on the week. And let's just see how that goes for the next few weeks. And I need to look over my trades for the week so far to see, had I used this new sizing, where would I be at for the week? So I have an update on that tomorrow. So that covers everything. Thank you.